G'day, SSJ4 here. So it looks like 343 finally got on the assault rifle bandwagon. Yay! All thanks to me! You're welcome. Of course, I'm joking. But let's have a look at their statement below. We know many of you have been anxiously awaiting updates on map and game type settings for the summer 2017 season of the HCS. Immediately following the Halo World Championship finals, a team has been on a mission to collect and document as much player feedback from top players around the world. That's me. Beginning next week, we'll be rolling out a new set of test settings with updated maps and game types. Let's have a quick look, shall we? Assault Rifle. Players have been providing feedback that the current gameplay around the Assault Rifle has become unfit for competition. Yeah, telling me. After extensive review, we have determined that the data supports this feedback. The Assault Rifle's effectiveness is similar across a wide range of skill levels. This is not intended. As a result, the weapon will not feature in competitive play during the summer season. Whew. That's great news. We're actively evaluating the best ways to update the weapon and reintroduce it into competitive play once the weapon has been retuned and tested. This part concerns me. Reintroduce, like as a starting weapon or map pickup? If it's the latter, then I'll welcome it back with opening arms. But from what I've read, they haven't removed SMGs and storm rifles, which are far stronger than the AR, so pistol players will get rolled with anyone with one of those. ARs should replace the SMG and the storm rifles as well, in my opinion, not just straight take them out. But anyway, I'm sure they'll figure that out after a few months of people bitching about that too. Alright, Energy Sword. With the Energy Sword, we've heard your feedback and seen that the movement speed increase has negatively impacted CTF on Truth, making flag captures a bit too easy and exploitative. This is not ideal for players or viewers, so it will not feature during the summer season. Wait, what? No sword? Did I miss something? People have a problem with sword? I haven't got a problem with sword. Sword is very effective at sword running, yeah, but it's so situational. And it's the only power weapon on Truth at the moment, unless you count the plasma pistol. I'd argue that any power weapon makes objective work exploitative. Of course, the team who controls the weapons will have an advantage. I haven't got a problem with Sword on Truth. Comment below if you think differently. Splinter Grenade. We've both heard and observed the Splinter Grenade is excelling outside of its intended role, which is area denial. Currently is used to kill instantly without warning. Yeah, it is. So we are evaluating ways to improve and bring it back into competitive play. I love this grenade. It's brutal, but it's very overpowered. So maybe just being effective against shields would be the best option. And maybe not insta-splode when you hit someone with it. Maybe bounce off their body. Although that will be interesting when people drop their own shields by mistake. Anyway, we'll see what they do with that. Brute Plasma Rifle. The Brute Plasma Rifle is stripping shields quickly, but feedback and data shows that it is too effective at this, hurting the balance of the weapon. We like what the weapon adds to gameplay and investigating balance updates. I'm a big fan of the Plasma Rifle, and it could use some tweaking. I feel it's pretty close to being a perfect weapon for competitive play. I mean, weapons on the map need to do add some kind of interesting gameplay to the sandbox. The Brute Plasma Rifle does that, in my opinion. It's not a bullet hose like the Storm Rifle. It's just a bit strong at the moment, so we'll see what they do with that, but it could definitely use some tweaks. Respawn timers. We've heard feedback that certain weapons on the map, such as the BR, Storm Rifle, Carbine, Scattershot, Shotty, blah, 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 respawns too frequently, so we're looking into increasing the respawn timers of these weapons. As a note, these changes will not impact weapons on the weapon. Yeah, nice. I like this. Interesting to see what they do with the scatter and the shotgun, because it's too easy to control at the moment. Just empty the clip, drop the weapon, and wait for it to spawn. So we'll see what happens if maybe they'll just put it on a normal timer. But we'll follow that more. Motion tracker, radar. I don't know why they call it the motion tracker. Everyone calls it the radar. Anyway. The above changes will heavily influence gameplay on all maps, and early next week we'll be collecting feedback as well as working with top players on motion tracker options that best play with updated settings. Oh yeah, nice. Radar deserves its own video, so stay tuned for that. I'm not going to talk about it too much, but it's definitely the second biggest talking point in the competitive community. But I guess now with AR gone, it's number one. So we'll see what happens. Some people just want it plain gone. I'll reveal how I feel about it in another video, but let's move on. Removing the AR is the big ticket item here, and there's a lot of positivity in the community about the change, so that's really great. By the time this video goes live, the new HCS settings will be live in the Proving Grounds, well, at least I hope. So jump on, test them out. Or if you live in Australia and New Zealand like me, and you haven't found a balanced game in 8 months, I'll see you in Custom 8s. Let me know what you think of the changes below, and I try to respond to every single comment, so get typing. Have a good one, guys.